This particular class today is a special one. Please, I want you all to tag all the conventional media stations, the TV and the radio stations in this particular video. I'm doing this particular video because of them. We have had a lot of distortion and anomalies in our pronunciation and sounds in Edo language. I have personally called ITV on 2 occasions to errors that their guests normally make when they pronounce Edo words. They have done nothing about it. So I believe every other conventional media stations are equally doing the same mistake. And we oblige them that whenever they are bringing in any of their practitioner or workers to work with them, they should make sure they are very grounded with our local sounds and pronunciations. That is my advice too. So the topic of this particular class is simple mistakes in Edo sounds. These anomalies usually comes from a situation whereby they are trying or they tries to pronounce a word that has a digraph. These letters you see here, they are digraph. In Benin, we call them Abidinagbefa. They are two-lettered alphabet. So they should be pronounced together whenever you see any of them. The first one we have there, Oba Hawaii. I've overheard one particular real estate agent on Oba Hawaii Street mispronouncing this particular word on daily basis because very many people are listening to them. So I don't copy this wrong pronunciation from them. That is the essence of this video. Oba Kawaye. That is how the lady used to pronounce it. Oba Kawaye. And those guys who are the moderators of the program are sitting down with them there. Instead of them to correct them, they just allow them to flow through the program, which is very, very wrong. I called ITV twice to this error, particularly on Man Around Town. They failed in this particular area. So that is why I'm doing this video. The wrong pronunciation is Oba Kavaye. The lady would say Oba Kavaye. It's not Oba Kavaye, it's Oba Kavaye. This he you are seeing here, KH, is a single letter in Edo language. So whenever you come across KH in any Edo word, it sounds as one sound. It has one sound, which is he. He. KH is he in Edo language. So that is why you see this one here, KH. It is a double-lettered alphabet, otherwise known as the digraph. There are two in this particular word. The second one is V. So whenever you come across V in any Edo word, is a single sound. V. So in that sense, when you want to pronounce this one correctly, you say Oba Kawaye. Oba Kawaye, not Oba Kawaye. It's Oba Kawaye. All right, meaning the Oba decides what happens on earth, or the Oba decides on everything on earth. That is the literal meaning of Oba Kawaye. All right. The second word there, I have heard people misuse or mispronounce this word, almost on daily basis. See, whenever you see GH in Edo language or in Edo word, it has one sound. V has one sound. V is also a digraph. All right. V is also a digraph, otherwise known as Abidinagbefa in Edo language. So whenever you see V in any Edo word, note that it is a single sound. It has a single sound, okay? And also it is a single alphabet. R, GH sounds R, not G. Some people would mispronounce it as G, OGG. thereby eliminating the H. All right, they just take the G and the G, they leave the H aside, pronouncing it wrongly as ogege. I have often corrected them on this, because each time I hear these anomalies, I usually correct them straight. It's not like that. It's not ogege. It's orere. Orere. All right. GH in Edo language. Sorry, which you see here. Ri. All right. Ri. The third word here, they mispronounce it as ki. Oka. Oka. That is how people pronounce it. No, because they pronounce it like that. They couldn't pronounce these two together. If they cannot pronounce these two together, they will eliminate H and leave only K, thereby sounding Oka in their mouth. It's not Oka, it's Oka. Whenever you see KH in Edo language, KH is also a digraph, a double-lettered alphabet. It sounds like H. All right. What you have here is Oka, Oka, Oka. Is it clear? Not Oka, it's Oka. All right. Oka. KH. Hi in Edo, we say Kihi. Kihi. We now sound as Hi. All right. Oka. Now, the fourth one, Idogbo. So we say Idogbo. Idogbo. They pronounce this one and this one differently. GB, B in Edo is also one sound. All right, it's also one sound. It's a digraph also. It's a digraph also. All right, it sounds B. Whenever you see any of these letters in succession in any given word, for example, as you have G, H, KH. All right, anytime you see these two together in any word, please try and sound them together, not separating it. Okay, you say Idogbo, not Idogbo. You already have B there. What you have is Idogbo. Idogbo, not Idogbo. It's Idogbo, not Idogbo. All right. The fifth one is Ohohugbo. Some of us usually mispronounce this particular one too. What I've heard at times is Okokugbo. Most times from the drivers, they say Okokugbo. No. Because we have He here, we have He here, we have B here. In this particular word, we have digraphs in three different positions and locations in this particular word. We have it here, we have it here, and we have it here. All right? We have He, and B. So, automatically, when sounding it now, you say O, Ho, Hu, Bo. We have B and He also in this particular word. The sixth word there is Evarike. Of course, this one is almost on daily basis because most of our brothers who are Igbo can hardly pronounce V. Whenever you see VB, all right, VB in any word, all right, sounds as one. VB is a single sound. It's also a digraph. It sounds like this. V, all right. So when you see a word like this, it's Evarike. You can see the V in my sound. Evarike. While some of our Igbo guys, we sound it like a wareke. That is what I most often hear from them. A wareke. It's not a wareke. It's a wareke. Okay, a wareke. It's more often like a legacy. So what you leave behind for your child or for your children, all right, as an inheritance, all right, is a wareke. The seventh one is evodia. Okay, so the same thing is applicable to this one too. Seventh one, evodia. So we say evodia. It's not evodia. So whenever you see VB in any Edo word, it's a single sound. It sounds or is pronounced like this. V. So in this case, we have Evodia. Odia's town or Odia's village. Okay, well, there. The last and not the least on this list of words that are wrongly pronounced is number 8. Number 8 is Evanta. Evanta. Do you know of whom most of us pronounce it as Ewanta? There is this guy who was formerly a commissioner to Governor Obaseki. His name is Barrister Ewanta. Then, when he was still a commissioner on the news, I usually hear those newscasters pronouncing his name wrongly. They usually call him Ewanta, Ewanta, Ewanta. It's not Ewanta. MW in Benin, we call it me and we. All right. So when you sound it together, it's we, we, we. Whenever you see MW in any Edo word, whenever you see any MW in Edo word, it's a single sound. Don't try to separate them. When you try to do that, of course, you are not doing that word any good again. You are either distorting it or pronouncing it wrongly, which is not too okay with us. So, whenever you see MW in any word, it sounds V, V, V. So, in this case, we have it as Evanta. You can hear the V, Evanta. All right, Evanta. I guess this explains the whole misconception and distortion we usually have when some of our guys are pronouncing these words. Please make sure you tag ITV, tag all the media stations, tag them to this particular video. They should, as a matter of urgency, send this video to all their staffs so that they should be able to understand these sounds. It's very, very important because media has a whole lot of power, to alter or to change anything. By the time people now begins to hear this thing on daily basis, it becomes a norm. Okay, it becomes a norm, which is not too okay for us as Beninese. So that is the essence of this particular video, because this video is long overdue. I would have done this video for a long time, but I have not really had the time to do it. So I heard the same thing this morning on ITV when one of those real estate agents was advertising their product on ITV on Manara Town precisely. So I was pissed off when I heard it. So I decided to do this video to correct all these anomalies. So like this video, share it and comment. And also don't forget to tag all the conventional media sections. And of course, your friends who are not native of Benin or who do not understand Edo language precisely. So thank you very much and God bless you.